So there was an announcement on Anime News Network, and actually at the beginning of this chapter with the cover page, that Bleach is coming to an end. There is a countdown, apparently. If you look at the cover page, the amount of chapters left was blackened, completely cut out, with just, black ink. And that means that the series is approaching its end. But now, we don't know the number, but it must be apparently close for Kubo to want to say something like that and make an announcement with a cover page. So that's kind of interesting. So Bleach is coming to an end very soon. It's not just saying, oh, it's coming to an end soon, or we're entering our final arc. It's not just like that. But Kubo actually went out of his way to state on the cover page, and there was even an article on Anime News Network, that it's reaching closer, and on the cover page, you see it to where it says, like, oh, a couple chapters are left, and you see how many chapters are left is completely blackened out. That lets us know we are apparently, probably, if I had to do some rough estimates, okay, if the series was going to end this year, it might end around November, December at the latest, but if it was going to end at any time any earlier, I would say around maybe August or maybe September, maybe Bleach could end. I don't think it would end, next month. I don't think Bleach will end around that time, but I do believe we probably have maybe about 3, maybe 4 months left of the series until it's probably over. But one thing I need to talk about is that this chapter of Bleach, I gotta admit, I'm a little bit annoyed by this chapter. I'm very annoyed and kind of disgusted with this chapter of Bleach. And I want to give my reasons for it. I'm definitely going to give my reasons. For one, the way Balk just walked off and left Ichigo, that was a sin. That was a straight up sin that really just punched me in the balls. That straight up just like wham, right in the fucking balls when I saw that. Because I like, so you're telling me, the main bad villain, okay, he walks off. Leaves Ichigo just there, just leaves him. He's like, oh, I'm going to walk off, I'm going to go to the future, and I'm going to go to the future, and I'm going to go fuck up some shit, and I'm going to destroy both worlds. And I'm thinking, like, okay, it's not something that's uncommon in shonen. I mean, we see it all the time, where the villain just leaves the character to live, and then eventually the character gets a power-up, comes back, is like, I want to kick your fucking ass, and he wrecks him. And we kind of saw that with Aizen. We did. Hey, seriously, think about that for a second. We saw the exact same thing with fucking Aizen. Aizen left Ichigo. Ichigo's all depressed and all that in despair, and then you have it to where Ichigo's father, arrives, like, here, let me give you a training, let me help you with your final power-up, and then, Ichigo appears, and when he fucking kicks the shit out of Aizen. That's kind of very similar. I mean, there's a little bit of details kind of cut out of what I just said, but overall, it's pretty much the exact same setup for what we're seeing here. Ichigo is depressed, he's upset, now he's powerless, of course, and this is not the first time we've seen Ichigo powerless, but he's all depressed, he's upset, and guess who is coming? Papa's coming to save Ichigo, so Papa's probably going to help him, rekindle his power, whatever he could possibly do. Ichigo's going to get a power-up, and then he's going to go up against Balk, kick his ass. Pretty similar. So, it's kind of upsetting, too. What makes this even more disgusting is that we got an announcement that the series is coming to an end. And that right there upsets me because it ruins all, of the tension. It does. Because everything's probably going to be fine. Now, if Kubo wants to be the Troll King, which his title does, he does get that a lot, I could see him ending the chapter or the series with just, Balk ruling the entire world. I'd be like, what the fuck? And you know what? I will congrats Kubo if he does something like that. But I'm just so upset with this chapter because Ichigo is left alive, Balk just lets him go, doesn't give a shit, and then he's going to come back, obviously, with, a power-up. That's what Ichigo's going to do. And then also, it's the final parts of the series, which makes it even bigger sin. So, I'm like, ah. And then another thing. The villains. Oh, the other Quincy's that got wrecked. Oh my god, that really made me want to throw up a little bit. You know what? I puked just a little bit when I saw that in the chapter. So, the Miracle Boy, the Miracle Man, the man that has tanked so many of our characters, tanked all their Bankais, and has continued to power up, and, kind of give us more chapters that made us just want to rip our fucking hair out every time we saw this guy on the screen. After he's gotten so much power up, and he's been such an unstoppable force, constantly shitting on all of our characters, he dies like that. He dies thanks to Balk saying, oh, I'm done with all my Quincy's. I want to steal all their powers, and fuck them. I'm moving into my endgame. And the series is coming to an end, so I don't give a shit. I'm just getting out of here. And they all died. I'm like, Like, of all things, that was, you know, like, that is so bad. That is so bad, the way they killed off all the villains. All the villains. Like, the Miracle Boy, that's a sin right there. That's a big-ass sin, too. Because, of all things, like, after all these chapters that Kubo spent fighting this man, they were pointless as fuck, because Bach just finished. I mean, this is pretty much what Kubo was saying. The characters are so overpowered that I need Bach to just pull an ass pull and kill all of them before our other characters can conclude their battle. And I'm thinking like, oh, God. Like, oh. There was no... I don't even know what to say right now. This chapter is just... I'm done. You know what? I'm not wasting any more time. I'm just going to go talk about, Hunter x Hunter's hiatus, and I'm going to go talk about Boku no Hero Academia. I'm going to go talk about that, okay? So, you all have a wonderful day, or night, wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.